Champagne Problems is one of the most personal songs on the record. It's funny, it sounds like a party jam, but in reality it's about something pretty sad. I was splitting with my ex, and we lived together, and we were dividing all of our things up, and we had this bottle of champagne that we were saving for our anniversary. And we decided that we were going to celebrate the years we had together and the time that we spent together by sharing this bottle of champagne and closing that chapter of our life. And although it was really a sad moment, it was a nice way to kind of close things up. And the next day I went to Mammoth, where I wrote a lot of the record, at a house I have there with my brother. And I sat down and wrote this song with a couple people, and felt that it was the best way to kind of work through some of the things I was going through. Close is a unique story on how that song came about, but basically I would do these songwriting trips up to Mammoth with a couple friends of mine who are also great songwriters. And on one of the trips we wrote Champagne Problems and Chainsaw and a couple others. And I was sharing with Julia Michaels this situation that I was going through. And we didn't end up writing that song there, but she went back and did a songwriting camp with these guys, and called me up and said, "Hey, I wrote a song about what we talked about. And, you know, I know you take very few outside songs that you didn't write on, but I would love for you to hear it and see what you think." And I fell in love with the song right away. Got my friend Tovlo to jump on the track, and then you know, it's just been incredible to see the reaction to the song and to see it growing and growing. Levels is another one where it helps to have good friends. You know, people that understand your sound and what you're going for. And you know, I work with a lot of great writers in town that I collaborate with, and Levels is one that they brought to me, and it was kind of in a good spot, and I had some thoughts and ways to make it my own. And you know, I think part of my job as a creative person as well is to curate my sound and make sure that there are moments where I'm never shutting down inspiration from other places. Avalanche, awesome to get to collaborate with Demi on this one, and we're going to figure out if we're going to play it live on tour. But it's, you know, a song about a relationship coming to an end and crashing and burning, and you know, I think that it's one of those things that regardless of what your relationship is with someone, everyone's faced that in some way, and you know, stages to building a friendship or romantic relationship go through that in some way. Bacon is not at all what people think it's about. I think they think it's like, you know, waking up the next morning in bed with somebody and having breakfast or something romantic, but it's actually about that moment when you're out of a relationship and, you know, some of the emotional feelings are done, and you start to realize that you're going to be okay and that life moves on. And life is so good, in fact, that you should throw bacon on it and make it that much better, because bacon makes everything better.